Hi, this is Jake from Optimus Futures, and in this video, I'll be showing you how to organize and reconfigure the trading matrix, otherwise known as a quote board on the Firetip trading platform. So to start off, and by default, your trading matrix should be oriented in the top left-hand corner of the platform window. And as you can see by default as well, it will be organized with quite a few different tabs which do organize based off of the different futures contracts. So as you can see at first glance, we do get quite a few here. We get the most popular futures trading contracts. So we get the E-mini S&P Gold 100 futures, 5,000 silver futures, wheat futures, corn futures. Now, as you can see on the bottom here, there's actually tabs for each organized futures trading contracts. So there are currencies, energies, financials, metals, softs, grains, meats, index options. And if we want, we can actually add our own customized tab here. So for example, you may not trade all the available futures contracts here listed in our main tab. Maybe you want to create your own based off of your own particular futures contracts that you trade. You may not care about energies. You may not care about financials. So there are a ton of different options here. But if you want to create a new tab, simply click on the Add Tab button right here at the top of the toolbar along the trading matrix. It's also worth mentioning that if you like, you can actually remove tabs. Simply just highlight it. I currently have currencies highlighted. And if I click on Remove Tab, it will remove those. So if you don't care about index options, simply remove them. If you don't care about meats, remove them. This just helps for organizational purposes. If you want, you can start from scratch and just simply remove everything here by just clicking on Remove Tab. It's worth noting that the main tab will not be removed. It will just clear the contracts you have. So you always have to have one tab in here. Just keep that in mind. So if you do want to remove everything else and you only want one tab here with maybe the 2, 3, 4 contracts that you do trade, that is definitely a valid option. But as you saw, as we just did, we've added our tab and here we have it. It's our new tab. It is considered tab 3. If you want to, you can right click, rename, and we can name it whatever we like. Now for this video, being that I already showed you how to add a tab, we can just start with our main tab. So from there, we can actually add contracts of our choice. To add a new contract to our trading matrix or our quote board here, have the tab that you would like to add your contract to, head to the top left of the trading matrix and click on Add Symbol. From there, you'll be prompted to add a futures trading contract, which will bring you through the directory as you may have seen in some of our other videos or have noticed for yourself when adding a contract to any of the available widgets on this platform. This is considered the symbol finder. So you'll just search for the futures contract of your choice. Search, it'll be brought up in text results, click select, and then you can select your futures trading month. I'll select this month's version of the ES, add it to the quote board or my trading matrix, and there we have it. It's added in the background. Now what differs this compared to the other widgets is this will actually remain up at all times. So if we just type in GC now and we search for our gold contract, we can select the trading month we're interested in, add it, and it will just be added in the background. So you can actually keep this up at all times and just populate your trading matrix there in the background if you need to. What's nice about the trading matrix, and I'll mention it just very briefly, you can actually trade directly from it if you'd like, if you don't need the chart or a dome. Simply just highlight that contract. You can change your quantity here, and then you have the corresponding buy or sell buttons. It'll automatically configure your order entry window here based off of the quantity you have selected. If you like, you can pop that out to justify the different order types there. Otherwise, you have everything you need in your order entry section. Once you have everything set to your liking, you can simply click submit order. But that's just something to keep in mind. Now, as for opening up additional trading matrices. If you actually head to the top of the toolbar, let's say you do close this out for whatever reason, or you maybe have another monitor that you want to move everything open to, simply click on the matrix button here at the top, and this will open up a brand new fresh trading matrix. So if you want, you can actually just type in your symbol through here directly in the search bar. I typed in ES, and it doesn't actually reconfigure. You may need the exact symbol name here. So for example, maybe ES.M19 would help us bring it up. And as you see there, if you know your exact symbol format, including the month and the actual year type, you can just simply type that in there directly. So if we want to add gold, just type in GC. And again, just so you notice, I am currently hovering over and entering it in where my mouse is highlighting. So GC.H19, enter. It will manually and automatically enter in my contract there. Just another functionality of the trading matrix. And just so you know, if you do highlight any of the available contracts here and click on simple information within your trading matrix, it will bring up a fully detailed window of that futures contract. So something else to keep in mind. One final way of opening this up is simply going through trading, and then you can click on trading matrix and deactivate or activate as needed. If you decide to do so through this method, as you will see, it will save all progress there. It's just a manual click on or off if you need to. Now you will see in our other videos, we actually shown how to open up a chart and a dome or the advanced trader through this. You can simply open up a corresponding widget on this platform with one of your futures trading contracts here by highlighting it and then using one of these shortcut keys over here to the right. The green arrow represents that it will open up the selected contract in that applied widget there. So you have three options: charts, advanced trader, and time and sales, which we haven't shown in the video, but you'll see so now. I pull up the E-mini S&P 500 time and sales window. So something to keep in mind. Other than that, we can actually customize our columns if you'd like. So if there's something here that you don't really care about, for example, maybe the status of the market, if you know the hourly times, you can simply just scroll down here and look for status, click OK, and my status button or column is now removed. If I need it, I can come back in here, click on status, click OK, and it will re-enable our status column. So just something to keep in mind in more organizational purposes. There are quite a few different options here that aren't enabled by default, so that's something to look at. You have session date, dates, settlement times, settlement sessions, prior settlements, a whole ton of different options here. So feel free to scroll through these yourself and make an informed decision on what you may or may not need. But that just about wraps it up for this video. Just a real quick tutorial on how to customize, configure, and open up the trading matrix, otherwise known as a quote board, on the Firetip platform. If you found this video helpful, feel free to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel for future Firetip content. If you do have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can post them down in the comments below or post them on our forum, which we are currently constantly browsing, community.optimusfutures.com. Thanks for watching, and we hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching. If this video helped, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate to give us a call or send us an email. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more informative content related to the futures market.